What is going on today, guys? Lego Man 213 here, finally bringing you the long-awaited Fury mock review. Now, I got to keep this kind of short because my phone doesn't have a lot of storage, but I want to say that this tank and the figures, it took me a good amount of time to work, get them done, get them completed the way I wanted them to. Overall, I'm extremely happy with the way they turned out, especially this figure, and the blonde over there, the female. Overall, probably the coolest part about this is not the figures, it's actually the tank. The tank, to me, just looks amazing, guys, and I probably can never do one of these again at this depth and detail. So overall, like I said, happy with the way they turned out, happy with the way the tank turned out, and happy that you guys gave me the support during this whole series. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So taking a look here, we have Fury, the tank itself, in its pride and glory. Now, really quick, only gripe is the helmet here. I wish I could have gotten the gas mask itself, but overall, looks really good. They actually have the German helmet sitting there, so I think it works pretty good. Now, these, before you ask, yes, these are actual wooden logs. They are hemlock branches that I cut from the hill behind my house, and I, made them the length I wanted to, glued them on there, and then I took black string and painted it black to give the effect that the string's holding them on there. The tank itself was, the barrel originally stuck out to there, and then I lengthened it with the muzzle brake. I think it looks really good. You have a custom weathered 50 and a custom built and custom weathered 30 cal machine gun. Custom, where was it? Yeah, right here. Custom shovel, and then all the way back here there's a pickaxe. That's been weathered. Helmet on both sides, you can probably see right here. There's a helmet there, and then there's a helmet right there, along with two backpacks that go along with it. They're weathered as well. Custom antenna, not too fancy. Hatches do all open up, guys, and I will turn it. That way you guys can get a cool look-see. There you can see the logs on the other side. Got the 50 or the 30, you got the 50 right there, and you got the 30 up there. Now, also, I'll take you guys, put you right there. That does say Fury. So if you were wondering, yes, that does say Fury. I kept that. Overall, I love it. I definitely love the way it turned out. Probably one of the coolest features is the extended barrel, and then I did give a lot of wear and road grime effect along these guide wheels, the drive wheel, and the rear guide wheel as well. Say that 10 times fast. Holy cow. It's like a tongue twister. So without further ado, I'm going to pause it here and get it set up to where I can show you guys the figures. First figure up is Brad Pitt's character. Now, he was played as Sergeant Don, aka War Daddy. He is the kind of main character who goes and does stuff. He gets, whatever they need in terms of gets them where they need to go, tells them what to do. He's their tank commander. Nothing too fancy. You got the World War II American colors right there. Really? There we go. Slicked back hair. Really like that. Nothing too fancy. Painted the holster and painted the brown leather boots and gave him a custom revolver. So yeah, that is Sergeant Don, aka War Daddy. Next up is Gordo, and I'm not doing this in any particular order, I'm just grabbing them. Gordo is Tren Gordo Garcia. He is the tank driver. Now, the reason why all these characters' heads are turned is because I don't want to take the time and monkey around with figuring out how I had them and whatnot. Nothing too fancy. It's actually a Ghostbusters torso. That's why you can kind of see that there. But I went through and gave him all sorts of cool stuff. Now, his face is a little funky in terms of the beard he's got going on, but it's going to have to work. Just painted the tanker's hat there. Custom painted legs, arms, smeared the torso to give it a weathered effect. Overall, looks really good. That is Gordo. Next up is Norman, aka Machine. He's got the innocent face because I wanted to give that, he's the innocent character basically throughout the whole story. He doesn't really want to be there, doesn't want to do the killing, but in the end he has to. So I gave him the innocent face. You might remember that. That is actually the face I used for Clone Trooper 99. That's like many videos ago. Just a plain Lego torso that I painted green in the middle. And yeah, nothing really too fancy. Him and Brad Pitt are probably one of the best lookings. So that is Norman, aka Machine. Next up is Private First Class Grady. Now, he is the loader in the show. He's kind of a jerk towards Norman. Kind of wants to get him, you know, hey, you got to do this type of thing. And he's kind of like a protagonist in the movie as well. Same cap as Gordo, and then I used the Clone Trooper face. His nickname is Coon-ass. Kind of funny. So, Grady, Coon-ass, Travis. Green torso that I painted with the shirts hanging low, and then the back you can kind of tell right where the neckline is to show the maybe the shirt's riding his neck a little bit. So that is Coon-ass. Next figure up is Emma. Now she is kind of the innocent bystander, similar to Norman in the movie. I'm not going to go in depth for those of you who haven't seen it, but she's a young German girl that Norman kind of falls in love with. And I'm not going to spoil it, but her outfit is just, her torso is just painted. Painted the boots on there to show the black shoes or whatever she's wearing. Gray is the base color, and then I went through with dark gray, white, and black to show the overall coloring of her dress. So she has little swirls and crazy stuff here and there. And then blonde hair. Her hair actually looks really good for the figure. So that is Emma. Last figure up is Bible. He's played by Shia LaBeouf. He is the T5 gunner. Really cool torso. It's just the German. And then his face is actually a Star Wars Hoth Trooper face. Gave him the same slick style hair as Norman. Nothing too fancy. Just smeared the legs, smeared the torso, painted the arms. Give it a little weathered effect. Plus give it a cool effect as well. Nothing really too fancy about him. He's kind of, the reason they call him Bible, he is deeply religious, which is really cool in the movie. Kind of shows the sides of, you know, the religious people during World War II, being Christian or Catholic, and seeing all the hate and whatnot towards just people in general. So that is Bible. Alrighty guys, so taking a look here, wrapping up the video. I just want to say I enjoyed doing this. This was a really fun and enjoyable build. Just to rehash, a couple of the pros, well, not pros, cons, was with the tank, the German mask, not getting the gas mask on there. And one thing I did forget to mention is the tank really doesn't scale to figures, which is kind of weird because the tracks are as tall as figures. That's kind of crazy. So I think maybe Kobe could have done just a little bit better on making it scale better. But, you know, for what it is, it looks really good. It's definitely a great showpiece overall. I love displaying it in my room. The figures were fun to make, guys. I definitely enjoyed doing them. Probably the best ones overall is War Daddy, Emma, Bible, and probably Machine. Those are probably the best. The best looking thing overall is probably the tank. I mean, getting it that accurate, I probably couldn't do that again. I mean, even if I really tried, I might be able to. But with that being said, like I said, guys, I definitely had fun doing this. I enjoyed the process, you know, the kind of a challenge, getting the figures the way I wanted them, trying to figure out how to get Brad Pitt's War Daddy's hair right, because he's got the slick back but shaved on the sides. It was tricky, but it was enjoyable. Hardest figure was probably War Daddy. Easiest was probably Coon-ass, and second hardest was probably Emma. Overall, the figures were amazing. I enjoyed making them, like I said. If I was to do this again, I probably would. Only I'd probably take more time on Koon-ass and Gordo, getting them looking better. And I would have probably added just a little bit more detail to Norman and Bible, just for the heck of it. Tank, overall, love it. I love the way it turned out, and I wish that it came like this because it's just really cool. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Put your thoughts, like I said, in the comments. Let me know which figure you like the best, if you have a favorite character. And if you've seen the movie, let me know. And if you have a favorite part from the movie, let me know. And that's basically going to wrap up the video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're at 370 subscribers, guys. 30 more and we'd hit 400. So, woohoo! That's awesome. So, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. Like always, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you stay up to date with all my cool videos I do. And I have a new, well, not new, updated version of Nasty Red coming soon. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and Lego Man 213 out.